my wonderful sweet baby. So today we're going to be talking about how Asian Doll relived the situation of her being on the podcast Fresh and Fit. So although no one was really talking about this, Asian Doll decided to relive this moment when she was on Fresh and Fit and explain the situation that had happened that day. She claims that after her and Myron had gotten to a situation in which they were both going back and forth, he then walked into his bedroom and sat in his bedroom for about a good couple minutes. And then, he was pretty much kind of scared because she had about 15 people with her. She explains that she would have gagged him as well as she would have tore him up in his own apartment, or condo, if you will. So if we can back it up for just a quick second, the situation pretty much had occurred because Asian Doll had called Myron out on being rude. That's when Myron pretty much explained to her that he's not rude, he's just expressing facts and that this is what it is and pretty much just being himself. And these two went back and forth pretty much all day yesterday. Myron pretty much called out Asian Doll and called her a struggle rapper. Then he pretty much brought up her OF account. Then he even belittled the amount of fans she has, stating that she only had a total of 274 fans. And of course, Asian had to go for violence and pretty much stated all of the things that she would have done by pow-powing Myron Gaines. Which, I don't even think that she should have done that because that could be used in so many different ways, but I digress. And then the kicker was Asian Doll actually admitting that Myron might not be into women because of these exposed pictures of him from his past. As you can see from his past, he's very much cuddled up with men. And then Asian Doll closed it out with also saying this. So here's my thoughts. I honestly and truly don't agree with Asian or Myron. Because at the end of the day, the both of them know what they're doing. Asian, I feel, went on the show because she wanted a moment. She knew exactly how these two ran their podcast and she still went on it anyway. Just like half of the women that go on their shows in the first place, they know exactly what they're getting themselves into, but they go on the show for viral moments so then they can be recognized from there on. I feel like Myron Gaines is rude to women, but that is literally his entire spill. That's literally his character. That's who he portrays to be. So at this point, as women and as viewers, we see this. We're not blind to this. We can clearly see that this is how this man conducts himself. And if anything, we're discussing an old podcast in the first place. Like, Asian, you are a rapper at the end of the day, and they are continuously doing podcasts, but you are not continuously doing music. At the end of the day, I'm not exactly sure why she reverted to OF in the first place, but it's not like Asian's not great at what she does. It's just the simple fact that Asian always reverts to violence instead of, picking and choosing her battles. So unfortunately, her music career gets the short end of the stick. And I know a lot of people are probably going to say, well, that's who she is as a person. She shouldn't have to change who she is as a person for the music industry. And I 100% get that. However, when you are trying to be in a certain industry and you are trying to be able to walk through certain doors and not get them closed on you, you do have to conduct yourself with some sort of class. Not saying that she has to be this super upclass woman now and she has to conduct herself completely out of the ordinary as to how she conducts herself. I'm just saying that, if she really wants to be in this entertainment industry, the first thing that can't come out of her mouth is always, violent things towards other people. Because these brands are seeing this. And, at the end of the day, he has his fan base and he knows who he's, appealing to. And he pretty much is the funder of half of his own ventures. He knows the platforms that accept him for being who he is as a person. And unfortunately, Asian can only go viral when she's showing her biddies. Or when she's talking about how she's going to F someone up. Which, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty sad because once again, she is very talented. But that's my opinion. What's yours?